What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Full Draw, presented by Hooked and Knocked. I'm Trevor B.
And I'm Trevor D. We talk hunting, fishing, and everything that comes with living the outdoor life.
Today we're dialing in on three big topics that every hunter should care about. Recent hunting accidents, CWD, and the question nobody really wants to ask, is hunting a dying sport?
Yep, this one's a little bit heavier, but it's real. If you care about hunting, not just the kill shots, but the tradition and the future, you'll want to stick around.
Hunting isn't just a sport. For some of us, it's a lifestyle. And for 4 months of the year, we belong to these woods. The early mornings, cold wind, and long sits. It's all part of who we are. It's in our blood. The wait, the silence, the heartbeat before the shot. It's a feeling you only get at Full Draw.
All right, guys, so we're going to get it started here. We're going to start off with something that I think not enough guys talk about. Hunting-related accidents. It's crazy. It really only falls into like 6 categories?
Yeah, I got the top 6 here pulled up. What do you think the number one is?
Man, recently I think it'd be, I keep hearing people shooting each other in the field on accident, buddies going out. So I'm thinking it's probably that.
So that's actually at number 2. At number 1, we have tree stand and elevated falls.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense because, everybody knows somebody who's fallen out of a tree stand. Thankfully, I never have. But
it says 3,000 to 4,000 reports each year of hunters falling out of the tree stand.
4,000. And how many of those you think are wearing a harness?
Oh, no, dude, I'm going to say almost none of them.
Exactly. I have to agree. If they fell out, I don't think they were wearing a harness. So you think that's 4,000 people that probably could have prevented their injury.
Mm-hmm.
So, everybody has to know what their personal limits are. I know I don't wear a harness. I know a lot of guys don't. And I don't blame you. It restricts me. But I know we should.
It'd be worth it for sure. It does say the fatality rate is low, but sheer volume makes it the number 1 cause of hospitalizations.
I could see that. I feel like a lot of guys, I'm sure some do pass away, but a lot of them probably just suffer some broken bones, busted ego,
yep.
Something like that,
So then the firearm accidents, yeah, like you said, most people in the same party are shooting each other.
Yeah, actually, I heard of a story, just a couple weeks ago, of some kid in Iowa, I think it was mistaken for a squirrel and was shot by another hunter, and he died. How are we not, as hunters, you got to be confident in what you're shooting at.
Yeah, to me, I don't know how you get that mixed up, but
me either. It makes no sense.
I'm never going to shoot at something unless I know 100% what it is.
And what's behind it.
And if I even think I can make an ethical shot on it.
I could see some guys flinging a far shot, doing some crazy stuff at a big buck. But, you're confident, you know what it is.
Yeah.
That's the key.
We were out earlier today, and I had somebody aim their bow at me.
Yeah, what are we doing as hunters to have that happen in the field? What do you pay attention?
Yeah, there's no excuses for that.
No, it's ridiculous, and it's been happening more and more. I feel like in the last month or two, there's been at least 6 injuries with it, or people who have passed away from it. There's just crazy to me.
So that's actually number 3, is misidentifying targets.
Is it?
Yep.
It shouldn't be on that freaking list at all.
Mm-mm.
I'm going to be honest.
It's just common sense. If you're hunting and you know you have a weapon like that, know what you're shooting at.
If you went through hunter safety, you should have learned to know what's behind that shot and to know what you're shooting at.
I feel like even if you didn't even do that, if someone's ever even taught you how to shoot a gun, that should have been the first thing they taught you.
It should have been. I remember when I was learning how to shoot guns, this kind of goes back to the last topic. My grandpa walked down range while I was shooting, and I remember I accidentally aimed the gun at him. It wasn't loaded, but you always act like the gun is loaded, and he freaked out on me. He made it a super big deal, and I was hurt. I didn't mean to. you know?
You'll remember that forever.
But yes, I remember every single time when I have a gun to not aim at anybody just because of that one moment. And I'm so glad he did that. But back in that, if you'd asked like 7-year-old me, man, I was shitting my pants.
I mean, yeah, we know a dude who's 28 years old, and he still hasn't got that concept down.
I know. You think, I mean, that one incident, I'm sure even without that incident, I eventually got the freaking memo.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I even told him, and he was like, well, it's not loaded. It doesn't matter. That's what everybody says until you shoot somebody.
Yep. You're exactly right. It shouldn't happen.
Number 4 is slips, trips, and other terrain accidents.
You know, I'm actually surprised you haven't mentioned weather yet. I feel like that would be much higher on the list because I know of at least like four people who have died in the last year from like lightning. I know a couple.
I'm actually not seeing that on the list.
That's,
yeah, I've heard that quite a bit too, which is crazy to think that would happen while you're out there.
I'm super surprised to not see that on there. You said it was I'm sorry, what was the last topic you said it was?
Number 4 is slips, trips, and other terrain accidents.
Slips, trips, and other terrain accidents. So I mean, that probably goes into your tree stand fall. I mean, people probably do slip. I mean, maybe slip out of your tree stand if it's raining, maybe.
Mm-hmm. It says here, most accidents occur while climbing fences, icy grounds, or creek crossing.
Okay, I could see that, especially like the guys in like Wyoming, Montana. You know, you glass and then you freaking work into those animals really far. I could see tripping over something. I mean, that probably counts spraining your ankle and everything else too.
Yeah.
So that had to be pretty high on the list. You know, that's something I've actually never had happen in the field. I don't think I've never sprained my wrist. I've never cut myself. Never had really anything too bad happen in the field.
I cut myself last year. It wasn't too bad.
I remember that.
But I've had nothing major happen. Thank God.
Thankfully, you know, I don't understand what's going on. But hold on one second, guys. All right, sorry about that, guys. My dog got a little crazy on me. Like Terry was saying, though, with the slips and trips, I'm surprised that's so high on the list. But like I said, also, it does make sense counting sprained ankles and that kind of stuff. You saying the only thing you've had happen in the field is a cut. I'm saying I haven't really had anything too bad happen. I think we're pretty blessed, honestly.
Mm.
As crazy as we are, you know, and to not hunt with a harness and stuff. I think we're, like I said, the only word for it is blessed.
I mean, and when I was younger, not to throw him out there like that, my brother would have me sitting on the tree stand ladder sometimes while we were out there. Or I would just have to climb a tree, you know, just sit in the branch or something.
I've heard of just climbing a tree, you know, and sitting in a branch, but I ain't never heard of just sitting on the ladder. That's some crazy shit to me.
It was like a last resort type of thing. I don't condone it, but
I think that's a no resort, my friend.
We did what we had to do.
Yeah, that is a little rough.
Yep.
That is tough. Do you think you would ever do it again?
No.
No?
No, no.
Do you think you would ever make anyone like your son do that?
No.
No?
No.
I think that's a good call.
Nope. I wouldn't have that happening for sure. We'd either be in a 2-person stand or a ground blind, probably.
You could probably do, I mean, double climbers on a tree.
I mean, yeah, once he gets to that age to be able to do that, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, once he gets to that age, though, he'd probably just be like, give me my own tree, dude.
Oh, yeah. Doing his own thing.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't blame him.
Nope. To go into that, that's what made me enjoy hunting more now, is being able to do my own thing. Like leave when I need to leave or decide where I want to sit.
But with that, you know, you could take the risk of more accidents, you know. I mean, I feel like I hunt differently not having like not like adult supervision, but I don't know, like the word exactly, like unguided maybe.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of the way.
Because you're just used to being out there with the.
Yeah,
somebody who's been experienced. He's been doing this for a long time.
The whole time, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I could see that.
I probably make a little too much noise. I kind of move a little too much.
That's what comes with the learning process.
It does. I don't know. I feel like sometimes, this is probably just me, guys, but the deer don't see me move. Like, that's probably BS, and I definitely had them spot me and snort wheeze me just one yesterday, I think. But I don't know. I feel like sometimes they don't see me, and I can move, and I'm fine. But then that one time they do spot me, and then it's
when you want to shoot them, then they see you.
Exactly. It's when I'm trying to stand up, and the stand goes, and you're like, fuck.
Accidentally kick the metal part.
Oh man, I've done that too many times.
Thankfully, I haven't had my arrow knock around too much.
What do you mean?
So like when we would practice shooting, I'd pull back real quick. My arrow would kind of knock around on the thing there. But like when I took my shot a few weeks ago, I didn't have that problem.
I wonder if you think more injuries happen during, well, they have to probably, but bow season or gun season. But if you could like break those numbers down, like ratios, I think, to days hunting to injuries related,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what the percentages versus each other are.
Let me see that. That's a good question.
Yeah, let's tag ChatGPT on this question, boys. It's got to be good for something. It's taking all of our jobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Make it work. Make it work. All right, let's see what he got for us. What's he got? ChatGPT stumped? Oh, she's thinking.
She's thinking, yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
It's a tough question.
We're out here at the deer cabin, and the internet. We're using Starlink, and it ain't the greatest, but it works.
Oh yeah.
The spots you wouldn't have internet at, you at least got something.
Okay, it says.
Uh-oh.
I don't think that's right.
I think this question is too complicated for ChatGPT. So
it says 14. So
I'm going to draw my own assumption, and I'm going to say that it's probably more dangerous more incidents probably happen as a percentage during gun season, only because I take the risk of climbing, like you said, number one. But in bow hunting, we don't have number two. Like,
no,
you don't accidentally shoot your friend getting out of the truck with a bow. You did that shit on purpose if that happens. That don't just happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would definitely say gun hunting more. Also because maybe that would fall into that too. I'd say people get trigger happy. I'd say they get excited.
Yeah, you're more likely to take that 200-yard shot, and you're not gonna do that with a bow.
Also, maybe this is my opinion. I would say bow hunters have more patience than gun hunters.
I think I agree with that.
Possibly. I'm going to throw that out there just because.
This might be a hot take, but I think I agree with it.
Yeah, I don't know why necessarily, but, it's a harder thing to learn. So if you take the time to do that, then if you have a gun, maybe you're more excited.
Well, you can think about it like they only have 4 days to kill a deer.
Yeah.
During that gun season, and we have 3 months.
And are they out there practicing as much as we are?
No guns? Way. I'll be honest, I don't think most bow hunters practice as much as we did in our off season. I never had before, but I think I feel the difference this year. I feel more confident.
How many arrows do you think we shot during the off season?
And, I think we probably shot well over, 1,500 arrows, maybe 1,500. That seems like a rough estimate, I think. But I think with hunting safely in the incidents, because we practice so much, we know exactly what our bow's going to do. There's no, I'm not going to shoot this arrow and it's going to fly way off. I know what this arrow is going to do. That I feel like that alone probably keeps incidents down. Being confident in your gear, because you said gear failure is what? That's on our list, right?
Yeah, equipment misuse and failure.
Misuse and failure. So if that's on our list, and if you take the time to practice like we did, 1,500 arrows, we practiced from the climbing stand, we practiced from the ladder stand, we did it all. I feel like we're mentally prepared. If that makes sense.
Any situation out there?
Not for any situation, but for most, for sure.
Yeah, I think most situations.
I mean, there's definitely, when my bottom falls out of my tree stand, there's nothing I can't be prepared for that one.
Right. But we've practiced ground, like you said, we practiced elevation.
Yep.
Angles.
Yep.
So we know an idea, like you said, where our arrows are going to go, rather than a bullet can go clean through and hit somebody on the other side.
Or if you're taking 200-yard shot with with your gun, that shot's still going. Probably it's probably going to go through there and keep on going.
Yeah, for sure.
So you just don't know where it's going to end up. So if you're listening and you hunt, make it a non-negotiable. Harnesses, clear muzzle, know your target. We love to hunt, but we love life more. So I think with that, let's move into topic 2 here. Chronic waste disease. It's something I don't feel like hunters, we talk about enough. We're not knowledgeable enough. So, Trevor, can you let me know what state has the most chronic waste disease?
The most was Wyoming.
Wyoming. Is that because they have elk, they have deer, they have all the type of animals that carry more than we just have deer?
They have a wide variety for sure.
Yeah, so what is the number of cases out there right now?
So it says 19.4% of adult male deer
Wow.
are tested positive in 2024.
Holy cow, 20%?
So it's probably just getting worse.
That's insane. 20%? I was hearing Ohio was getting bad. Is that on our list?
Ohio's not, but Wisconsin is.
Wisconsin, okay.
Wisconsin,
What are they dealing with?
10% of the deer statewide tested positive.
10%. So that's females and bucks all together.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many of the does tested positive in Wyoming. I wonder why they don't have a total. I wonder why they broke it down like that. I wonder if they're not allowed to hunt does or something. So maybe it doesn't
possible,
matter.
Yeah. So we got Colorado next. This is
Yes,
one of
number
the
2.
earliest hotspots and long-standing endemic area.
You think
That was number 3.
3? Okay. Do they have they have elk there too, right, in Colorado?
Oh yeah.
Does it say anything about elk on there? Is it only deer?
It didn't say anything about elk in Colorado. It did say in Wyoming though.
And then can CWD go from is there a difference between the elk version and the deer version? Can they cross?
Good question. Let me see.
This is our CWD expert here. So I feel like they're probably similar, and that's how there is so much, because it spreads. Maybe an elk brings it in, drinks out of a watering hole. Now the deer come in, they got it.
Oh, this is crazy. So it said these can all contract it from each other. White-tailed deer, mule deer, elk, moose, and reindeer.
I forgot mule deer. And they have those in Colorado, and probably have those in Wyoming too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Where's moose usually at? Where do those?
I feel like outside of Alaska and Canada, I don't really know. Is there a moose herd in the continental United States?
I think there's got to be, right?
I mean,
somewhere.
That seems like
Maybe not near us, but out west maybe.
I mean, there has to be. I mean, let's see. Sorry, guys. We're gonna figure this one out, because yes, there is moose. Several parts of the continental United States. I really didn't know that, guys. Maine and New Hampshire, Vermont. It's estimated more than 70,000 moose live in that area. So, is any of those on our list? Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Minnesota, North Dakota. Michigan has moose. I mean, that makes sense, I guess, being right next to Canada, but in my brain, I didn't realize that. Dude, so many states have moose.
So after Colorado, we have Pennsylvania, Montana, and Arkansas for the CWD.
Montana?
Yep.
It says they have moose. Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Colorado, Utah. So Wyoming, Colorado, those are on there. Montana's on there. Idaho?
I'm not seeing Idaho, at least in the top 6.
And what about Utah?
Nope.
Okay, so either way, 3 out of the top 6 all have moose. Maybe moose play more of a part in CWD than...
Is there a higher moose population? Because I think the laws are more regulated on moose.
What do you mean? But that wouldn't affect the CWD, probably, right?
I mean, if there's more moose running around.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're saying, I guess, yeah. It's saying the populations are only in the thousands in these areas, but it's growing.
Okay.
So I'm wondering, if that matters more than I know.
I mean, because they can drink out of contaminated water, or I mean, they can contaminate the water just by, going near it, doing stuff like that.
And what were the other states outside of those three?
Outside of those three, which ones?
Montana, Wyoming, and Colorado.
We have Arkansas, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin.
Arkansas, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin. Okay, so none of those places look like they have moose. Okay, so I wonder what their deal is. And out of those three states, which have it the worst?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, okay.
At 10.3% statewide.
Okay, yeah, 10.3. So, can you tell me how Illinois is doing on that?
Yeah,
and then let me know where we rank in the world. In the United States. So, guys, CWD is it's obviously a major problem. We all know what it is. As Terry brings this up, do you guys think moose play a role in why those three states are there?
Illinois ranks 25th.
25th.
50 states.
Wow. Okay, that's not too bad. Then we're middle of the road. We can do that. What's our percentage?
This is, as of 2024, 7.2.
The total deer herd?
Yep.
Okay. That's still too much, but
and that marks a 16% increase over the previous year.
Wow. So Terry, what as hunters can we do to help prevent CWD? What's our part in this?
Avoid baiting, for sure, and properly disposing of carcasses. Really?
So it spreads after death?
Oh yeah, it says it's very resistant to heat, freezing, dehydration. Because apparently it's not a bacteria; it's some sort of protein.
Really? And so let's say if the body's or the carcass is decomposing and vultures come and eat, can the vultures get it?
That's a good question. It says it stores mostly in the brains and spinal tissue.
And I know that it's never been reported in humans, but I don't know whether it can spread to maybe a bird or what about a worm?
It says vultures cannot get it.
Okay, so vultures can't get it. So it just takes out the deer and then just kind of lives there.
Only in the deer family.
I really don't understand why it's targeting deer and what, it says that it's not a virus, so does that mean it doesn't mutate then, right?
Yeah.
So that is what it is. Yeah. So if it's never came to humans, it's probably never going to come to humans, right?
Yeah, I don't think it can mutate too.
So I mean that's
reassuring for sure.
That's something interesting. You said bait piles can help prevent it. I mean, I've heard of that before. So I know I don't like baiting. Some guys do it. Some states allow it. Our state doesn't. It is what it is. Whatever you do, but I don't think it should be done because of CWD. I think a food plot is a better way to go. I don't know if it can still spread CWD through a food plot, but it's probably less transmissible than
I would think, because baiting isn't really that more of a condensed one spot. A food plot's more spread out over a bigger area, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It says here that for avoiding feeding is because it brings species together unnaturally. So it's just bringing multiple different things together, spreading it through deer, elk, etc.
That's kind of interesting, because in CWD can't really spread to those animals. Let's see. It says CWD can spread through food plot or bait piles. So maybe it's just as bad for them. I don't really know. But one's natural and one's not. So it says it spreads through food plots, normally through saliva, urine, feces, or nose-to-nose contact. But it says that usually it's better to do not usually. It's always better to do a food plot, but the reason is Bait piles are usually confined to let's say like a 4x4 spot, and typically food plots are spread out in a larger area, so it's a lower risk of transmission, but it's still possible. And it says if you do mineral licks, feeders, those are insane hotspots for CWD.
I'm sure.
So if you're doing that, let's say you do get CWD in that area now. So now all the money you put in to feed those deer, you just killed them all. It's nothing. I don't think there's anything we can stop it, right?
See, is CWD like a guaranteed death sentence for deer?
From my understanding, it is. That's all it does. Is it just kills them. So CWD, it says, definitely does spread to a lesser degree in food plots. So that's my indication of why I think.
So it said it doesn't kill it immediately, but you're right. It always is fatal eventually.
Yeah, so it's just a slow, painful death. So that's
unfortunate.
That's just wrong, really. And
here's another way to reduce it. It kind of threw me off here. Clean your gear, boots, and vehicles.
Really?
That's what it's telling me.
I could see that after you,
for example, my truck, after we threw the deer in there, the blood and everything in there.
I could definitely see after it's field dressed and while you're gutting in crap. And then let's say you have to field dress it, you have to leave the organs in the field. It doesn't matter, I guess it doesn't spread anything. So,
well, it says here that it may have came in contact with fluids or soil that was infected.
So just leaving the guts there, leaving the gut pile, and let's say that deer has CWD, and another deer just walks past and let's say just gives it a little sniff.
That's all it takes.
Now they got CWD.
Isn't that crazy?
So people, make sure don't leave your freaking gut pile right where you just killed that deer. I guess pull it off out a little bit, I guess, man.
Yeah, properly discard it.
Yeah, put it in a spot, some coyotes are going to get it quick. And how long will it live on the ground? Let's say a coyote's going to get it. There's no parts left there anymore. How long will the CWD stay transmissible on the surface?
Okay.
I imagine it must stay there for a little while.
It
because
says for years, even decades, under the right conditions.
Years or decades. Hunters, are you hearing this?
Years or decades.
Your kids will never be able to hunt whitetail deer, elk, mule deer, moose, and reindeer. Not that I don't hunt reindeer, but if we don't get this under control.
It's not just affecting us, it's affecting the future.
100%. This is the future. If we don't control this, I mean, this is done. It just will keep eating through the population. Numbers getting bigger and bigger, and there's just no way to stop it.
The fact that it's always fatal,
it's just a death sentence.
Eventually, they will all die out.
So please stop baiting. Hunters, we are on the front lines, whether we like it or not. If we care about deer and the future of this tradition, this is something we've got to take seriously. And you know what? On the topic of tradition, I want to talk about, is hunting a dying sport? I know for me, it's definitely not. And it lives live and well, and I think about it every single day. But for some guys out there, it's not like that. They don't talk it to them. I mean, they don't bring their kids hunting. The kids too attached to what? A video game, right?
100%, yeah.
How do we get the youth back into the hunting?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I think, not to be hating on the youth here, but their attention spans have gotten shorter. I think studies have even proven that.
COVID probably caused that.
Video games, social media, such as TikTok. But the number one there, as ChatGPT is telling me here, is fewer kids are growing up in rural areas and have less access to hunting land.
I mean, I do get that, I guess, access to hunting land. But I know for Illinois, I don't think that's, I mean, it might be valid, but around our area,
there's public land everywhere.
There's public land if you want to look for it. You get Onyxed. You find it online. It's just a little harder, but I think if you really want to hunt, you'll find it.
Oh yeah, especially like you said here, if it's something you want to do, you'll find a way to do it.
And I think in other states, like there's a lot of public land in the whole country. Can you look up how many acres are currently public hunting land in the United States? Because I feel like that's kind of just a cop out answer.
I agree 100%.
Like
See it's saying here. She's loading. 245 million acres, primarily in the West.
In the West, okay. So can you ask it on average, how much does each state have in public hunting ground? And hunting doesn't have to. I mean, like, you don't have to have a freaking bajillion acres to hunt.
No. I mean, it's about, 7 acres?
Yeah.
And
I know people who hunt like 2-acre spots. I mean, it doesn't matter. If the deer are cruising, the deer are cruising. You'll catch them.
Especially if you put in the work in there over the years to select which deer you want to leave, which ones you want to take, food plots.
Yeah. Not baiting. Not using a feeder.
Nope. Not spreading CWD. She's not one to answer me here on that question. Here we go.
Oh, here it comes.
Okay.
We'll come back to that. Video games, definitely a major problem. It's the attention. It's also probably people want to say, my schedule, I'm too busy. Oh, I got too much stuff going on. We can make time for anything we want in our life if we want to.
Oh, yeah, I agree. I think it's just priorities.
And I'm not saying
honest, yeah.
Hunting needs to be everyone's number one priority.
No, but if it is something that you want to do, you can't make that an excuse, because you'll find time to, for example, play video games or go do something, that time could have been spent doing that.
You got to go to the woods. The woods ain't going to come to you.
And it's something that you got to learn for sure. It's not just going to happen right away.
And I think it goes even further than just, is hunting a dying sport? I think is fishing a dying sport?
I could see that.
I think that one at least is a little bit saved by, like, younger guys who do cool fishing content.
Yeah.
I feel like not enough guys do interesting hunting content. It always is the same thing. You can't do a hunting challenge, but you can do fishing challenges. So that's at least kind of, bringing kids into something a little different.
Yeah, keep them entertained.
And I could see that, like, I know a lot of parents probably don't even want their kids to see a deer die. I mean, there's people like that out there. I mean, they'll eat beef all day long from who knows what and who knows how it was killed. But watching a deer get shot with a bow, oh no.
That's what it's saying here. Cultural perception.
Exactly.
And misinformation.
Exactly.
It's misrepresented as cruelty and unnecessary.
It is so much more cruel to get beef from the store and the way it's obtained versus the way we obtain deer meat.
Oh yeah, a lot of young people here, it says, are disconnected from where food comes from.
That's exactly right. And I think that if people had to sit down and watch the videos, and all that crap, we've seen it all actually. I mean, some of us have, some of us haven't, but I've seen the videos. And I know for me, I would love to be able to only eat deer meat. Like, that'd be my sole source of protein.
Oh, it's the healthiest you can get.
It's healthy. Once you get your hunting gear, your hunting clothes, I know people say that the cost of entry is super high. It's really not.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be.
If you break it down, if you eat deer for, let's say, if you get like a few, you get a decent amount of meals out of a deer.
Yeah, especially if you get an adult deer, for sure.
Yeah, especially hamburgers $7 a pound now, guys. I can go get me a tag for like, $40 maybe for a combo, and I can get me 2 deer.
And how long would you be eating 2 deer for?
I killed 1 deer last year, and I still have a roast in the freezer from last year. It's the last one. I'm waiting to eat it till I get another one.
Okay. I just finished the one that I got last year. I think 3 weeks ago when we came out here.
See, I think if you even kill 1 deer a year, you you definitely can eat all year round. I mean, not every freaking day, but
Right.
you can have deer occasionally all year. If you're a guy that can go out there and get 2 or 3 deer, I mean, hell, you could probably eat it almost every night.
I mean, yeah, if you wanted to. I mean, well, your grandpa could probably do that if he wanted to.
Yeah. I mean, there's those guys who got those, like I said, those private 2-acre spots where they can go out there and they can kill a doe anytime they freaking want. You know, if you can get 3 or 4 does in a year,
It's free food right there.
literally, it's just the price of a tag. Guys, this is not that hard. A bow doesn't have to cost $3,500. Go to your local pawn shop, your local bass and bow shop. They're around. Just look it up. They have used equipment. What did it cost you, Terry, to get into this sport?
My bow was what, $360 something, I think.
With tax, $360.
With tax, the sight on it alone was $400. So if I had to, I could have made my money back.
Listen to that, guys. Could have made his money back.
If you go somewhere and get a used bow, you never know what you'll find. You just got to go out and look.
It don't have to be brand new. It don't have to shoot at 1,000,000 freaking miles an hour. That's what the companies want you to believe, bro. It doesn't matter. If you're shooting over 200 feet per second, you're probably going to kill that freaking deer.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were at Walmart last night and seen it was a bear or something?
Yeah, it was a
Which
bear,
would have been
adult bow. What was
a good
it?
starter bow for anybody.
360, I think.
Yep.
I mean, sure, it's not the highest in equipment, but you know what? You're going to get out there and you can kill a deer right there. Boom.
That's what matters.
Camos. Guys, Sitka. No, we've talked about this. This brand is BS. All this brand crap. I'm going to say, though, I've been hearing of one brand, guys. I think it's called Hex.
Yep.
And I'm starting to believe this might not be BS.
That's one I'll fall for sure.
That's one that's it's got me. But other than that, you don't need it. And even then, you don't need that one either.
No, because, I mean, you got plenty of deer without it before.
I've never had it, and I kill deer. I mean, I'm not killing deer every freaking day, but they definitely make it happen. So I don't want to hear people saying the cost is too much, because that's a cop-out answer.
You can go to Walmart and get a camo coat for what, $30?
Bro,
Some pants.
let's say you
Pretty cheap
decide
as well.
if you decided in February, I want to hunt next year, you know how much of that crap's in the clearance aisle?
Oh, yeah.
And you can go through and cop your whole hunting outfit, some scents, maybe even an arrow or two for $100.
I want to say my total setup has only been about $700 to $800.
Exactly. And you have rangefinder,
Yeah,
rangefinder,
my release.
your release, your pack, all your other equipment, binoculars, pole ropes, everything besides a climbing stand, guys. $700. I mean, sure, that's a lot of money to some people. That's nothing though. If you're really talking in terms of bows, like we said, some guys pay $3,500 just for a bow, no sight.
And in terms of food as well, you go to the store, how quick are you going to spend $700? I mean, that's, for some people, that's a few weeks.
Yeah, if you kill a deer, 2 deer during the season, boom, you just maybe saved yourself $200 or $300 in meals. You do that for 3 years, boom, your bow's already, all your hunting equipment's paid for itself. So I mean, it's a sport that you receive something every time when you win. You instead of a trophy, or as your trophy, I'll say, you get a deer, dude. You get food. Back during, I mean, if you go back probably, 150, maybe even 100 years ago, I don't know. I mean, food wasn't like this. You couldn't just go to the store. Maybe that's probably part of the reason hunting is a dying sport, because you can go to the store. You don't have to go out there and hunt every day. I get that.
Yeah, people don't want to sit out there for hours and really do what it takes.
People are lazy. We live in a world where you can
Comfortable.
DoorDash whatever you want, whenever you want, and it's not a big deal. But hunting, I feel like sometimes it takes that mentor to get into it. Like we talked about, you got to have that somebody. And I mean, I think we may have talked about this last time. I can't remember, but the lack of fathers in a household, I feel like definitely doesn't bode well for hunting.
Oh no, that's actually number 3 on the list. Lack of mentorship.
See,
And the tradition isn't being passed down.
and I don't really know how we change that one, guys. I think maybe as hunters, I don't know how the Boys and Girls Club work. I don't know if you can take one of those people like for hunting or something. Maybe that's something you could show someone like that.
Hunter's apprentice.
Yeah, I mean they could, even if they don't hunt with you. Just like actually hunt. Just come out there and sit in a ladder stand with you and get the feel. Get the rush of having a deer walk through the woods or a squirrel just bounce around perfectly where you thought it was a deer.
And hunting is something that takes skill and practice. So if you don't have somebody there to teach you that, I mean, it could be a little intimidating to get started.
It is, but guys, we're here to help. Reach out on our socials. Any questions? We're not experts, but we'll help. And guys, ChatGPT, this thing exists for a reason. I guarantee you, if you want to start hunting, this thing will set you up on a track to get everything you need on a cheap budget.
I'll tell you what you need to know, what you need to look for, where you need to go.
Guys, it's not that hard. Do something different. Video games, guess what? They don't matter, dude. Going out, providing food, that'll fill some urge inside of you, and you just want to do it every chance you get. You just want to hunt.
Yeah, you get a satisfaction. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
The only way I can describe it is hunting is not a sport, guys. It's a way of life, and it's worth protecting. Whether it's safety in the stand, protecting the herd from disease, or passing this way of life on to the next generation, this stuff matters. Hunting isn't just about the moment you pull the trigger. It's about everything around it.
If we want hunting to be here 20, 30 years from now, we got to step it up. Not just as hunters, but as stewards.
Stay safe, shoot straight, and we'll see you back at camp. Make sure to follow Hooked and Knocked on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. And let us know your thoughts on this episode. We'd love to hear your take.
This is Full Draw. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.